Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, grab a seat. Come on in and hit that light, hit that light. Oh, you're Aunt Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Grab a seat, prop your feet. Let's sip some tea, sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. Sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Come on in now. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, yeah, yeah. Come on in and hit that light. Don't forget now. Auntie Mickey's house. She can roast with a smile, drop wisdom too. Break down the headlines, bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Grown talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word. Oh, yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real. Auntie Mickey's house, that's the deal. That's the deal, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. Oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. On in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat. Come on in and hit the light. Hit the light, hit the light. You're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's. Auntie Mickey's house. It's Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in her house. You know you're in her house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat, come on in and hit that light. Hit that light. Oh, you're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Auntie's house. Auntie's house. Auntie's house. Grab a seat, drop your feet, let's sip some tea. Sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You know you're in her house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat, yeah. Come on in and hit that light. Hit that light. Don't forget Auntie Mickey's. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah. She can roast with a smile, drop wisdom too. Wisdom too. Break down the headlines, bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Grown talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word, oh yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real, keeps it real. That's the deal, that's the deal, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house, oh yeah. You know you're in a house. Come on in and grab a seat.
How you doing? I am so sorry I don't have this thing right. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? There's something going on in this background. I need to get out of this thing here. If you just stand by for just a second, I'm having issues. My issues is having issues. I hope you don't even hear this going on. Okay. So anywho, how's my family doing, kinfolk? OMG. Hey, Tropical Life. Hello, Lizzie. How's you doing? Hi, Fonda. How's my girl doing? Let me turn on this music before I forget. You know, I'm geriatric. Y'all got to give me a moment to get it together. I'm always geriatric. Chandra. Hello, hello. Let's see who we got. Dawn in the house. We got Rose in the house. Let's see. LaWanda Rose. Camille's in the house. I thought I saw my husband in here. Hello, Lily. Lily J. How are you, sweetie? I think I got everybody. No, it's still going. It's still going. This is nice. Down South Stitcher. How are you, sweetie? Okay, Kinder. You ready tonight, huh? Okay. Hello, my boo thing. What did you write this time? Hi, my sweet, sexy, beautiful essence of a woman. I know I'm not supposed to talk like this after 48 years. Oh, well. Oh, well. I understand, boo. I understand, Lord. See, I told you I'm geriatric. Hello, Barbara. How you doing? And yes, I've read your email. I've been contemplating addressing that issue. I really am. Because, you know, sometimes you just got to talk to the devil in a manner in which he understands. Oh my God. Oh man. I am going to be honest with you. I thank God for you guys. I really do. Because trying to do this daycare thing and then trying to get some content up here, if it wasn't for y'all, I'd be flying in the wind. I ain't going to lie. I'd be flying in the wind. But I got some people up in here that has my back. Barbara Weaver, you have my back. Fonda, you have my back. Dawn, Camille, y'all have my back. I'm telling you. So I have a few things I want to talk about tonight. Let me turn this down. Apparently there's this, you know, we always knew about this issue over in Canada. And I'm going to address this now and get it out the way because we need to keep that cellar garbage back over there. LaWanda got my side too. We got to keep the garbage pail kids where they belong. Okay, but every now and then they creep out. They creep out like, what's his name on Sesame Street? Oscar the Grouch. He crawls out of his garbage can and has something to say. So we got this thing flying around. I ain't gonna say the name. I'll just call it Bloodsucker. Bloodsucker. That's my name for that one. The other one, she got all kind of names. I ain't gonna bring them up either. But this Bloodsucker that seems to be creeping around YouTube, jumping into people's lives like she really cares. Oh, bless your heart, Down South Stitcher. Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoy this spot because it's supposed to be about peace. What's going on, Donna? How are you, sweetheart? But as I was saying, okay, wait a minute, Fonda said, I like what happened last night. No, what I said. No, baby. You did not anger me. You did not anger me. It was me. Trust and believe. You didn't do that. I did. I allowed myself to get discombobulated. I'll put it like that. I get a bit discombobulated, and I get things going around in my head, and I can't keep everything together the way I like to. But trust and believe. I know you got my back, sweetheart. I have yours. And I appreciate your apology, even though you're cool. You're cool. It's me. Don't feel that way, sweetheart. Don't feel that way. We family. We family. Every little thing that happens up in here, it ain't even got to be like that. It really doesn't. We family. But let me get back to this other thing. This other thing that we gotta check this thing, because it comes over here every now and again. And now she got her own little platform, and she's really doing some stupid stuff on her platform I don't really care for. I don't like her messing with my friends, and I don't like the picture she's trying to paint. Stone Paxton is my friend, and this bloodsucker over here is getting out of line. Now, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail. She might be even listening, but this chick has a tendency to creep around into different live streams, into different chats, and talking as if she is like she fit in. You know what I'm saying? And all the while, she's running back doing the most. I can't stand a two-faced person, let alone a two-faced vampire. Okay? So I'm making it known at this point. I'm going to say this thing's name one time. One time and one time only. Hold on a second. This doggone video keeps popping up and playing in my ear. And it needs to stop. The Goddess. That's the name. Keep your raggedy ass over there in your dungeon, your coffin you sleep in, whatever the hell that is whatever you claim to be. On your little platform talking your shit about me, talking about Lady Letitia, talking about Stone Paxton, trying to stir up a bunch of shit that ain't necessary. Get you some content, boo-boo. You so busy running behind Maggie, acting a plumb fool, that you're making a bigger fool of yourself. I'm sorry I gotta cuss here, okay? But I'm gonna have to say it like it is. Keep your motherfucking ass off of my chat. Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. And you best to leave Stone Paxton alone too. Because he don't even know your stank ass. But you so busy running your mouth over there with Maggie, the walking idiot. You so busy running behind her trying to get some clout for your channel that you being made a fool of. Fuck around and find out, okay? Please, do yourself a favor. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave Stone the fuck alone. And leave Lady Letitia alone. Because ain't nan one of us even known your ass. You've just inserted yourself into this thing that don't even exist. So kindly, take this little piece of advice. Get you some business. Stick your head in the ground or something. I don't care what you do, but leave us the fuck alone. I'm going to say it that one time and that's it. Now, if you want to take this little cussing out you got as content, you go right ahead. But it's a sad set of circumstances that this is what you have to do in order to have any kind of content on your sorry ass platform. Get you some business. Quit running behind people that all they do is beef back and forth and back and forth and back and forth just to have content on YouTube. How long do you think that's going to last? How long do you think that's going to last? That's going to die out. Maybe vampires don't die, but that kind of content do. So please, I suggest you do the right thing. Go back to your coffin, the little hole in the ground, wherever the hell you stay. Just stay away. We would be ever so grateful. Because we over here doing some real shit. We doing some real commentary that matters to our community. I don't know what community you belong in. The undead or the dead. I don't know what you belong in. But over here, we got some serious shit to talk about, and it ain't nothing about you or Maggie. You want to do something productive? Ask your girl where that $1,000 is for that so-called lawsuit. Ask her about that. You want to have something to talk about? Talk about that. Absolutely, Michelle. He'd tear her a new butthole. Both of them. But I'm just saying what I'm saying. Do the right thing. Be an adult. You so busy talking about older folks. You better hope you get this old. You better hope and pray you live to see the day that you can be 63. And I say 63 proudly. Bitch. Talking about old people shouldn't talk like that. Let me tell you something. I was young once. And I'm still young at heart. And I'll cuss your ass out as if I'm 15 and you're 3. So let the record show. I done said my piece about you. Leave people the fuck alone. Get you some commentary. Try to spell it. COMMENTARY commentary. Dig something up that you can, something that you can really offer the community. Whatever your community might be. Because them sorry ass people you preaching to on your channel and Maggie's channel, I'm sorry, all y'all is sick in the damn head. Including the 2 that's sitting over there that used to follow Stone. Don't think I don't know. All that time you sitting over there in Stone's channel just kikiing, and all the while, look what you was doing. That's two-faced. I hope you're proud of yourself. You picked a winner, didn't you? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yes, sir. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Hello, Lady of Elegance. Congratulations on your new YouTube channel. I want to promote. Okay, so what I need you to do is I need you to drop your link in the chat so everybody can go and check out your channel. Okay? We about promoting each other over here, unlike other folks. You know what I'm saying? We uplift each other. That's what family does. So, I done said all I'm gonna say. That's all I done wasted enough time on that heifer. Okay? So, with that said, let me move on. This doggone thing keeps popping up. I want to thank, there was a couple of people. You are so right, Lizzie. You are so right. Obsession is a awful drug. It can take anybody down. Obsess with excellence. That's what one should do. Obsess about excellence. So, I want to thank those that have sent me emails and text messages of information, stories that we don't see off there in mainstream media as we should. And I know that lately everybody's been covering this Charlie Kirk situation. You know what? I'm not talking about that tonight. Yes, that's right, LaJuan. I covered that last week. I sure did. I covered that last week. But even that's not the only thing going on in our community. So with that said, I'm sorry, I can't recall who sent this to. I think it was Mr. Phillips, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Phillips sent me some videos that I was astonished at. I really was. So there's a few. Discerning 8 sent me one that we really definitely have to talk about. So with that said, I'm going to pull that first one up. Oh my goodness, I don't know when this is going to stop. This has got to stop. This has got to stop. We have a young man last month that was apparently found hanging in a man's shed. An Arkansas man was found hanging in a white man's shed, and it was locked from the outside. Can you believe that? I can, because they keep on brushing these incidents off as if someone has unalived themselves. This is the go-to now. This seems to be the go-to, just like they did with Trey Reed. Every time a young black person, be it male or female, hello Millionaires Cove, how are you, sweetheart? Whenever someone from the black community is found hanging, they automatically say it's self-deletion. That's the best way I can put it. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. When are we going to all stand up as a people and we got to make some noise. We got to do more than just watching it happen. Video after video after story after story, and nothing else happens. It's almost like we look at it as entertainment. And it's wrong. It's wrong as two left shoes. Yes, I did hear about that, Kendra. Yes, as a matter of fact, that particular story, I think I have that up. I'm not sure. I've got a few stories up. That was actually a daycare provider, an unlicensed daycare provider. And I think we'll talk about that if time permits. But this first one that we need to knock out is this one right here. Demetrius Moore. And I'm sorry, this is from Oh, let's see. Richard Taylor. He has a YouTube channel. So shout out to Richard Taylor. And he covered this. I watched this and I got so angry because we're just now hearing about this. This happened back in September. Back in September. Hello, Lisa. How are you, sweetie? So let me start this video for you so you can get an idea of what we're looking at. I'm going to turn this music down so you guys can hear it good. Okay.
On September the 14th, 2025, in Dollarway area, a young man named Demetrius Moore, known to many Simple SD, was found hanging in a shop. Since that day, authorities have released no official information about his passing or the circumstances surrounding it. Broken only by grief, questions, and updates shared by his family and friends. In deed of clarity, there has been finger pointing and a cloud of suspicious hanging over their very community where D lost his life. To those trying to deflect and cover up, we see you. And to those demanding the truth, we stand with you. Justice delayed and justice denied. D's family, his classmates, and his community deserves answers.
Now, like I said, this happened last month. And officials didn't come out with any kind of statement at all until earlier, like last week. It just goes to show that they've got their playbook that they go by. I don't understand it. I don't understand how they're allowed to do this. Hold on just a second. I got a problem with this video right here. There is a video on one of these other things that keeps playing in the background. Okay. Getting back to this.
Until justice is served, his name will not be forgotten. This is not just a story of one young man. It's called for accountability, transparency, and truth. Justice for D. Prayers for the family.
All right, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. And here we have yet another suspicious hanging. This time it is in Dollarway, Arkansas, or Pine Bluff, Arkansas. A gentleman just called me a few minutes ago about Demetrius Moore, who was found hanging in a white man's shed, they said, and it was padlocked from the outside. Now,
padlocked from the outside. Exactly, Millionaire's Cove. You told the truth here. I haven't even heard this, Auntie. Wow, that really goes to show how much we are valued. Shaking my head. Yes, he do be on it, Fonda. He be on these cases. But again, there's so many cases, we can't hardly keep up. And I'm telling you, if it wasn't for y'all, I'd be lost trying to keep up with all these cases. I would have to call y'all my boots on the ground. No, Barbara, no, I haven't heard about that one. Hold up. Auntie, have you heard about the young Texas couple that deleted or unalived their 67-day-old baby boy? Golly. Unbelievable. Oh, there's yet another one. It seems like every day there's something new, but we don't hear about it in mainstream media. All they care about talking about is Charlie Kirk, Trump, and shit, the Republicans and Democrats, and Epstein files. Pine Bluff is your family home. Wow. That's sad. That's sad, Barbara. Let me get back to this man here.
Again, this happened on September the 14th.
September
but
14th.
The city of Pine Bluff just released a statement today. And that's about 3 weeks after a lot of social media posts, which I'm going to show you those posts, but I'm also going to show you that statement, which of course, you know what they're ruling it. They're ruling it the self-unalivement, as they always do. Now,
do they not realize that we don't do that on a regular basis? I mean, come on, that's not part of our essence. Have they not read the doggone memo? The mother has the nerve to be pregnant again. Lord have mercy. See, that's another problem in the community. Jesus, I'm not even going to say nothing. I see enough of that just being a daycare provider myself. Hello, Q Rock. How are you, sweetheart? But this is the go-to. This is what law enforcement has in their playbook. Every time someone of color is found hanging. But how do you turn a blind eye to someone hanging in a white man's shed with the padlock on the door from the outside? How do you explain that away? And then take this long to even address it to the public? What have you been doing all this time? Covering for him? Let's listen.
Before I show you these social media posts, which, kind of sheds light maybe on what that other person was saying, because she said, for those of you trying to deflect, we see you. So, one can take that as, people trying to point others in the wrong direction. But let's just read this statement from the city of Arkansas, Pine Bluff. And once again, you see, as it reads, the statement is October 3rd, 2025 for immediate release.
I'm going to see if I can blow this up. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Oh, I can't. I apologize. This is so small. Okay, he's just going to have to read it.
A preliminary investigation by the Pine Bluff Police Department into the September the 14th death of Demetrius Moore, 37 of Pine Bluff, indicates that Moore died by the S word. According to the Pine Bluff Police Department's Detective's Office, the medical examiner's office ruled Moore's death an apparent S word by hanging. Detectives are awaiting the full autopsy report to include a toxicology screening before closing the case. Addressing social media chatter related to Moore's death, detectives also noted that the door leading to Moore's dwelling at 802 Moreland in Dalloway was not padlocked at the time of his death. Further information about this case will be released when the autopsy report is finalized. And so there you see a statement from the Pine Bluff City Police Department 3 weeks after this. So
put a 1 in the chat if you are sick of these stories. Put a 1 in the chat if you're sick of seeing these same stories over and over and over again. Enough is enough.
First of all, why did you wait 3 weeks to release this statement? Why did it take the people on social media informing the public what really happened for you to make this statement? Now, also, you heard them say the preliminary reports, as they always say. So if the reports are just preliminary and they haven't even came back yet, then why would you automatically rule that way? And then they say that they're going to include a toxicology screening. What does that have to do with the manner in which he was found? What they want to do is, with the toxicology, see if any drugs was in the system, which, kind of coincides with mental health. But the people of Pine Bluff and that surrounding area, I definitely don't believe that. There's other social media posts that I'm going to show you, which alludes to some foul play. And this is one that I guess seems very detailed or very close to the situation. This is a lady named Brandy Ann. And she released this long post with some pictures. Says,
Pardon me, I'm sorry, I can't blow this picture up any more than it is. He's going to have to read it for us, but again, I'm done. I'm done.
let's talk about it. His family last seen and spoke with him in August. This female was messaging his family in August that he was already dead. He was found hanging September the 14th, 2025 in a shop that was padlocked from the outside. A certain news platform told me that they didn't report on it because the coroner ruled it a S word. I've been told a female gave a statement from her friend, a white male, who left before the police arrived, saying that he himself. How did he himself then padlock the shop on the outside? Why did Coop, and you're going to see who Coop is, why did Coop leave the scene before the police arrived? And why didn't police interview him based on Jody's statement? And so here we have Pine Bluff Department. We want answers and we want an investigation. Now, these are some text messages, I guess, from the girl that was claiming that, you know, he was already passed before he was passed.
So apparently this is on her Facebook page. From what I can tell on this screen, her name is Brandy Ann on Facebook, if you want to go there and check it out for yourself. Brandy Ann. And it don't take a rocket scientist to see what she looked like. Yeah, S word, and lock the door from the outside. That's physically impossible to do. But we stupid. We don't know nothing.
But this is also a picture. They're going to say, well, this girl gave a statement from a friend that left before the police arrived that he suspended himself. And this is, I guess, Cooper Woods, the friend who left the scene and was never interviewed, but was seen with scratches and bruises after Demetrius was found.
And there we have Cooper Woods. I'm not sure if this is a Facebook. It looks like it could. Yes, it looks like it's a Facebook page as well. Cooper Woods. Cooper Woods. He's the one that left the scene. Didn't he say before the police even got there? Why isn't he at least brought in for questioning? I wouldn't doubt it in Millionaire's Cove. Here's the thing. What took them so long to bring this out to the forefront for everyone to see? Why did it take so long for them to even make a statement? What were you doing? Covering his tracks? I'm just asking. I'm just asking the question. Not accusing nobody and nothing. That's why people say allegedly here on YouTube. Because when it comes down to what we say, it's under such scrutiny. Even though we have the Constitution to back us up in terms of freedom of speech. Hi, Faith.
And so these are some aspects of the case that would lead one to wonder that there's definitely some foul play. I always say that there's some foul play when a black man is found under these circumstances. It is evidently to me that no black man, knowing the history of, what that means and what has been done to black people in America, would do that. But, the most troubling part is two things. One, they waited 3 weeks to address this situation and talk about it with the public. They didn't interview a witness or who was there. But also they're saying that this place was padlocked. Now, they're going to dispute it because, of course, it doesn't fit this narrative. But a lot of people are saying it was locked from the outside. So, hopefully I'll be able to talk with a member of his family to get some more details. But the gentleman definitely wanted me to make this known because this is a phenomenon that we keep seeing. The young brother at Delta State University, which we're going to have some information on that. There's another young brother out in Alabama as well. And we're going to bring you some information on that real soon as well. But this is something that, you can't keep saying the same thing. And, these things are happening in towns and places where racism has abounded in. And, with this current political climate, it seems that, the things are just ramping up. And, they're, as a lot of people say, playing in our faces. But, rest in peace to our brother Demetrius Moore. I hope this video reaches, who it needs to reach. Randy Ann, you want to call me? Anybody in
I'm sorry, hold on.
Pine Bluff, you see my number 919-587-7782. I'm welcome to any information or correction in this video. My goal for making this video is to get the story out because evidently I couldn't find any news articles. The only thing you see is what? Social media posts.
Social media.
And so definitely there's something even suspicious about that. Why is there no news coverage? But y'all see the number 919-587-7782. If you do like this content, make sure you subscribe to the channel to make sure these videos get more out into the internet space as needed. But I certainly once again offer my condolences to the family of Mr. Moore and his loved ones and his friends. And I thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing the video. And as always, I pray you have peace and blessings. Scripture says,
oh, Lord have mercy. Well, that's just one instance of the nonsense going on out there. And just like with Trey, they tried to paint that narrative. They're still trying to stick by that narrative. But we know that second autopsy said something totally different from the first one. Totally different. And if you didn't catch my live on that subject, I did it last week. Willie D. Live actually interviewed the leader of the new Black Panther Party. Colin Kaepernick financed a second autopsy for Trey. So if you want to go back and check out that live, by all means, check it out. But it's sad. It's very sad that this is an everyday occurrence practically. Every time you turn around, someone is being unalived in the old-fashioned down south way of lynching. And they want to go to self-deletion as the cause. And we know that that's not in our nature. Exactly, Millionaire's Code. He was somebody. And if he wasn't of some importance, maybe those that were affiliated with him that are not of the community, if you understand what I'm saying, maybe they are of importance and they're being protected, allegedly. But for every wrong, there's another wrong. Absolutely, Faith. The system needs to be dismantled and started over. But this is also attributable to something that we all know is the deal, that we have a certain person that they're in office right now as we speak, and they have actually made people feel emboldened to do these things. Where are the police? Exactly. Well, truth be told, if history is true, which I believe it is, way back when the KKK was formed, who was part of the KKK? Law enforcement. Hello, Lady Letitia. How are you, my love? So good to see you. I haven't been over in a minute. Been real busy. But, oh my goodness, my nose is getting stuffed up. If you want, I'm going to drop the link in the chat if you'd like to come up. I'd love to have you. Anybody else that want to come up can also come up. And really, we need to discuss this kind of situation because, again, we're just seeing it happen day after day after day, and nothing is ever really said about it. We watch it, and then we move on. Yes, the Democratic Party did form the KKK, but they eventually flipped. It's almost like both parties flipped into each other's persona, if that's a way to put it. But either way it goes, we're sitting here, we're watching this in real time, every day. And unfortunately, our children are watching it as well. Our children are watching it, and they looking at it as normal. This isn't something that we want our kids to see as normal. Am I right? It's just it's gut wrenching. Because everybody's got their head wrapped around other things. Yes, Rose, we are living in the Matrix. But we're so consumed with Charlie Kirk, Trump, the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, just all these other different things that are deflecting on what's happening around us on a daily basis. You taking us out one by one by one and saying it's self-inflicted unaliving. That's sick. That's very sick. And it usually has a tendency to happen in the down south area, where this type of behavior has historically been practiced for years. Absolutely, Fonda. The enemy is laughing so loud at this point, they probably figure we don't have ears. Oh yeah, we got ears. Faith said, honestly, I think because people don't know the true history of America. This is why things are happening the way that it is. When you know the true history, things can't change until then. Yeah, if you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. Hello, Catherine Powell. How are you, my love? So that's another one of this is another story for us to pin. We need to put a pin in it, because we're going to have to come back and address this again. We can't let this one go away. Not by a long shot. So I'm going to move on to the next topic. Just put a pin in it, y'all. Just put a pin in it. Now this one right here, someone brought it up earlier about the investigation of a mother charged with shooting. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. Her 4 children early Saturday morning. Hello, Nadine. She deleted 2 of them and injuring 2 others. Now, there's a video that keeps popping up on here. And I'm not quite sure how to stop it, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'm going to share it. Let me share it. So, first of all, here we go. Houston area mother accused of, whatting her 4 children told deputies they were with the devil, court docs say. Oninda, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Oninda Romulus of Porter, Texas, has bonds totaling $14 million on 2 charges of, you see the word right there, and 2 charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And here she is. Now, let's see. Angleton, Texas. Court documents reveal new details in the investigation of a mother charged with pow-powing her 4 children early Saturday morning, killing 2 of them and injuring 2 others. The Brazoria County Sheriff's Office says Oninda Romulus, 31, is being held on a $14 million bond on 2 charges of unaliving and 2 charges of aggravated assault. We spoke with the suspect's father in Georgia, who told KHOU 11 that the family is shocked by what happened. Now, this is what we know. On October 4th, 2025, Romulus of Porter drove to the Oasis gas station on SH 288 in Angleton and called 911. She later told investigators that she didn't call 911. She called the devil, according to court documents. Brazoria County deputies rushed to the scene and found 4 children who'd been pow-powed inside a vehicle. Ocario Covington, a 13-year-old boy, died from a gunshot to the head in the front passenger seat. Jesus. 3-year-old Amora Chappelle died in the back seat. 9-year-old Kylie Romulus was shot in the side and arm, and 8-year-old Travail Downer was pow-powed in the arm. They were flown by Life Flight to Memorial Hermann Hospital in Houston. Both children have been talking with BCSO investigators. Deputies questioned Romulus, who was outside her car, but she wasn't making sense, according to court documents. They said she appeared alert and aware of her surroundings. Surveillance video and a receipt from the gas station showed Romulus bought $56 worth of gas while on the phone, according to court documents. Investigators say Romulus later made several incriminating statements when questioned at the Brazoria County Sheriff's Office. Court documents: mother told investigators her children were with the devil. Court documents say Romulus appeared paranoid and kept looking around while being questioned in an interview room. When asked why she called 911, she stated, "Instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them," according to court documents. When asked what she meant by "do it to them," Romulus replied, the K word, "them all." Court documents say Romulus then told the investigator that her children were with the devil and they're dead, adding, "'cause you can't take me without me taking you," and that her children were dead to her. Sick. I don't know what to say about that one. I don't know if it's some kind of a religious psychosis. Crazy. Child Protective Services confirmed that Romulus does have a history with them. Miss Romulus has had contact with CPS on one other occasion. Details of that interaction are confidential but will be included in a public child fatality report when our investigation is complete, Melissa Lanford, a DFPS spokesperson, said in a statement. A court hasn't decided who will have temporary custody of the surviving children once they are released from the hospital. Child Protective Services is investigating this case and making sure that the safety and well-being of the surviving children is our first priority, Lanford said. We didn't find any criminal record for Romulus in Texas. She had a 2022 conviction in Fayette County, Georgia, for driving under the influence of, guess what? D-rugs. Oh, we're going to do everything we can. In Rangercast audio from the shooting scene, a deputy told investigators, "We need multiple ambulances." They began performing emergency aid to the victims while waiting for Life Flight. "We're doing first aid. We're doing everything we can." A woman could be heard screaming in the background as the deputy described the scene to the dispatcher. Brazoria County deputies responded to an unthinkable, unimaginable tragedy. Sheriff Bo Stallman said later at a news conference. He asked for prayers for the surviving children and first responders. It is impossible to make sense of a senseless tragedy like this, but we will do everything we can to seek justice for these children, the sheriff said. Paternity court. Nearly 12 years ago, Romulus appeared on the reality TV show Paternity Court, seeking to determine the father of her oldest child. Neither of the men tested turned out to be the father. Jesus. Neighbors described life in Porter before the shooting. Sheriff Stallman said Romulus lives in Porter in Montgomery County, over 60 miles away from the Angleton gas station. BCSO investigators searched her home for about 12 hours over the weekend with help from the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. He did not say what, if anything, was found there, citing the ongoing investigation. Records from Georgia, where Romulus lived previously, show only a 2024 DUI. She pleaded guilty after officers stopped her and found a small amount of marijuana in her vehicle. Neighbors in Porter told KHOU 11 they were shocked to learn Romulus is accused of shooting her own children. They said she had only lived in the area for a few months and many had never interacted with her. Now I'm going to say this before I go on. That's one thing that's missing today from back in the day. Back in the day, neighbors knew each other. They made it a point to know who they were living around or who they were living amongst. Not nowadays. Nowadays, we might be lucky if we know our next door neighbor and nobody else. That's one of the problems today. Neighbors ain't neighbors no more. One neighbor who did not want to be identified said a couple of Romulus's children would often walk by her home. He always waves and we tell him hi. And they come back by and I have a little Yorkie and sometimes she'll stop and ask if she can pet the puppy. And so she'll come up and pet the puppy and stuff, the neighbor said. Seeing them Friday, they were happy and on their way, telling us hi and bye, and figuring I would see them again Monday afternoon. The neighbor said she never saw any red flags. Again, we never see those red flags because we don't make it our business to know who we reside around. I wonder how many people have lived next door to serial killers, not knowing what they were about. The neighbor said she never saw any red flags. They looked like just happy kiddos. Nothing out of the ordinary at all, she said. Just heartbreaking to think that anything could be so bad that you have to take your children's life. I don't understand. She added that her heart goes out to the two surviving children. I'm going to go ahead and play this video here, but first, I want to play her.
Their mother was taken into custody, and what she allegedly told investigators is chilling. When asked why she called 911, court documents said she told investigators, instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them. When asked, do what, she reportedly replied, kill them all. She also told investigators she didn't call 911.
Hold on a second, because it looks like this video started a long time ago. Let me see if this is the same video. Hold
We are
on.
learning heartbreaking
Here we go.
details tonight about a mother accused of the unimaginable, shooting her 4 children and killing 2 of them.
This is a previous mugshot you're looking at of Oninda Romulus. Tonight, court documents revealing what she told deputies from behind bars. Anieli Ruiz is following the story. And Anieli, I know you spoke to the suspect's father tonight.
I spoke with her father briefly over the phone. He says they're still trying to make sense of it all. They had just moved to Texas in May without any family here.
Tonight, court documents are painting a disturbing picture of what may have led to the deaths of 2 young children, allegedly at the hands of their own mother. 31-year-old Oninda Romelius is accused of shooting all 4 of her children early Saturday morning. Investigators say she drove nearly an hour from her home in Porter to this gas station in Angleton and then called 911.
We need multiple ambulances.
You can hear the officers' urgency as they uncover a tragic scene. 13-year-old Okero Covington had been killed, and 3-year-old Amara Chappelle also died in the back seat.
We're doing first aid. We're doing everything we can.
Officers rushed to help the 2 surviving children, 9-year-old Kyle Romelius and 8-year-old Traviel Donner. Both were airlifted to Memorial Hermann Hospital fighting for their lives. Meanwhile, their mother was taken into custody, and what she allegedly told investigators is chilling. When asked why she called 911, court documents said she told investigators, instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them. When asked, do what, she reportedly replied, kill them all. She also told investigators she didn't call 911. She called the devil. She told detectives her children were with the devil. She went on to tell them they're dead. When asked what she meant by what she said, she replied, you can't take me without me taking you. It's unclear what may have pushed her to this point, but investigators searched her home in Porter, but haven't released what, if anything, was found. One car was towed, but digging into her past, Oninda has a criminal record, including arrests for DUI, drug possession, and reckless driving. And nearly 12 years ago, she appeared on the reality TV show Paternity Court, trying to learn who fathered her oldest child. Neither of the men tested turned out to be the father. Now she sits behind bars, accused of something far more serious.
Well, CPS confirms they had one prior interaction with this mother, but could not release the details. The 2 children remain in the hospital. As for the mother, she remains in the jail on a $14 million bond. Anieli Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.
Tragic, just.
Yesterday, Brazoria County deputies responded to an unthinkable, unimaginable tragedy. This event has shaken our community, and we are all feeling the loss. While this remains an active investigation, I do want to share what details with you that I can at this point. Evidence indicates that the driver of the vehicle identifies as a 31-year-old Oninda Romulus. She's the mother of the 4 children involved. All 4 children have sustained gunshot wounds. Sadly, a 13-year-old boy and a 3-year-old girl did not survive. We are thankful to report that an 8-year-old boy and a 9-year-old girl are now in stable condition. We believe that the evidence shows that this tragedy has occurred inside of the vehicle and that Romulus, the mother of the children, is a shooter.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. There I go, talking my ears off. Thank you, Don, for alerting me. What I wanted to say is, I don't want to rag this young lady. Not at all. I don't want to rag this young lady. However, this is part of the problem in the community. And I'm just going to call it out the way I see it. These young ladies going out here having all these babies by all these bums. She went on a show, the Paternity Court show, to find out who the first baby daddy was for the first child. Come to find out that both men that she done dragged into court, neither one of them was the father. What does that tell you? Dropping it down, spreading them wide, having kids left and right, and then you wonder why you struggling and can barely keep your head together. You got 4 babies. Very busy. 4 babies. Lord knows we don't know who the fathers are. Exactly. Oh, they're not expensive, especially if you're getting some kind of public assistance. That's mandatory to get paternity tests, and the state provides those. See, this is the thing, is that it's too easy to go out there and lay up and get pregnant, and then you got the state taking care of you, which is our taxpayer dollars, by the way. And fast forward 4 kids later, and 2 of them are gone. And now I'm not taking the dudes off the chain or off the hook. But her mental well-being was definitely at risk for her to pull this. Whatever the case may be, maybe religious psychosis, schizophrenia, bipolar, whatever the case may be, you got a bunch of kids and you taking care of them yourself. Hello, Robert. How are you, sweetheart? We already covered the first lie and cover up. You have to watch the replay, sweetheart. Exactly. And that's another problem we have in this country, Rose, is they fucking with Medicare. I mean, we got some problems and people need help. And this administration is trying to take that away from people. You think they got problems now? Wait until you do that. Babies having babies. But at least there was a time when babies had babies, they had mamas to help. But now mamas is kicking it with the baby mamas. Mothers are becoming younger and younger, and the accountability is getting lighter and lighter. Yes, they did. They loved me. They had support.
Check this out. In just a
what
sec, I'm
happened
going to
here?
speak with a different accent. And just between you and me,
Okay.
I don't really know how. But okay. First,
You know what? I'm sick of that doggone video popping up on its own. But it's a sad set of circumstances that our young ladies out there seem to believe that having a baby is going to correct the hole in their heart. Wait, what, LaWanda? Auntie, I saw on Willie D channel that Parkland Hospital here in Dallas was busted for taking kidneys from the poor and giving them to the rich down the street. That don't surprise me. That's another story right there. This is what I'm talking about, Faith. Mamas and daughters pregnant at the same time. Neither one married. Daughter wants mama to take care of her kids, and mama can barely take care of herself, let alone her kids that she's having, and then her daughter's having them. These age gaps is getting closer and closer and closer. Now grandma is 30 years old. 37 years old. Hi, Ron Cooley. How are you, sweetheart? Mr. Phillips, I see you. It's sickening. It really is. But again, we're gonna put a pin in this story too. Oh, you didn't hear me on mute. I'm sorry. I was running my mouth and didn't know I was on mute, but I spit it all out after that. Yeah, 37. Grandma, 37 years old at the club with her daughter, dropping it like it's hot. When she need to be at home, sitting it down and cooling it off. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we gonna stick a pin in this story as well. Something that we need to come back and check out. So let me see, what else do I have in my stash? Let me see. Okay, we've already covered the Arkansas man found hanging in a white man's shed with the padlock on the door on the outside. But this last one is this Georgia daycare owner arrested after her dogs mauled a baby. Now this is not a video, to my knowledge. This is an article. Let me make this screen bigger. And please forgive me, sometimes these ads can get a bit touchy. What the hell? Oh God, here we go. Struggle streaming. Okay, I'm just going to read this to you because apparently it's not even giving me the whole screen to watch, to look. Okay, here we go. Georgia daycare owner arrested after her dogs unalived 2-year-old boy while she took a nap. I'm going to share the screen with you. Okay, I'm sorry about the top of her head. We'll get past that. A Georgia woman who allegedly ran an unlicensed daycare. An unlicensed daycare was arrested after her pair of Rottweilers fatally mauled a 2-year-old boy in her care while she took an hours-long nap Saturday, according to cops. Little Kamir Jones was found dead in 48-year-old Stacy Wheeler Cobb's backyard around 3:45 p.m. Saturday, according to a press release from the Valdosta Police Department. Investigators determined that the toddler slipped out of the house while Cobb was napping for a few hours and accidentally unlocked the kennel housing the hulking Rottweilers. First of all, there's a reason. See, this is what burns me up. I'm a child care provider myself. I'm a licensed child care provider. There's a reason that it should be required to be licensed. There's a reason for this. But we've got people, I want to call her out her name, but I won't. We got people like this who want to skirt the system, make their little chump change on the side, and put children at risk in the process. For one thing, now, I can only speak for the state of Washington. It is not prohibited to have pets. But let me just say from my own point of view, if you watching somebody else's kids, you ain't got no business having no pets in the house. That's just me. I don't care what kind of pets. They could be pet mice. I don't care what they are. If I have somebody else's children in my care, there will be no pets. No dogs, no cats, no gerbils, no pet snakes, no pet nothings. Absolutely, Faith. Absolutely. This woman put herself ahead of that child. Number one, she didn't get off her lazy ass and get licensed. Number one. And there's a question as to why she didn't do that. What, she didn't want to deal with the bureaucracy. Well, nobody wants to deal with bureaucracy. Look, I can't wait to retire from child care because of the bureaucracy. I'm dealing with bureaucracy right now over some dumb stuff. I have a backyard with a big play area, and because I don't have enough rubber mulch on the ground, they want me to go back there and buy more mulch, $1,000 worth of mulch to put down for a 15-month-old baby who does not even play out there. Make that make sense. So, my solution to that was I'm going to close down the back. No outside play yard anymore. This heifer calls me today and tells me, well, according to the state, you have to have open space for the child to play in. There's a playground across the street. Now what? So I understand the bureaucracy of it all. You want me to jump through hoops over a 15-month-old that can't reach the medicine cabinet. Make that make sense. However, if you're going to do this, you got to do it right and you got to abide by the rules. Exactly, Luanda. I closed down my entire backyard because, number one, I don't want to spend that kind of money on something short term that ain't going to be around this time next year. I have a huge park across the street from my house that if the baby want to play, we can go to the park every day. But this mamma jamma right here took a nap with someone else's baby in your care. And you got 2 Rottweilers living on your property? I hope they put her ass up under the jail. That's my personal feeling. I don't think she intended, but this is what being a broke bitch will do. A broke-minded bitch. You so worried about your pockets and skirting the system that you're putting that child at risk. And now look, you got a 2-year-old that got mauled. Them little kids are not stupid. They know how to open doors. You don't lay your behind down around a child that age for any length of time. If you that doggone tired, then you shouldn't be watching kids. There's a reason why you have to be licensed. That license proves that you are worthy of that job. I wouldn't leave her. Child, Faith, look. I don't mean to pass judgment, but PWT. I ain't gonna say what that means. No homeowner insurance. Yeah. This is ridiculous. It broke my heart to see this. It broke my heart to see this because it's running rampant all over the country. It's running rampant all over the country. And you see what she looks like? Let me tell you, in the state of Washington, you know who they're really giving a hard time to? Not this one. They're giving a hard time to the Africans, Ethiopians, Somalians, those that don't have English as their main language, their first language. English is a second language. They are literally making it harder and harder for people of color from Africa especially to have daycares, licensed daycares. People of color. But here we've got Methuselah here with the Rottweilers in the backyard. Man. And they never do anything to these unlicensed people. Unless, of course, something like this happens, then they'll put them in jail. They don't do nothing to them unless something drastic happens, and then they'll put them in jail. They don't get fined, nothing. If they get caught, they can't watch the kids no more. Well, they just gonna go out there and find another kid to watch. Some fool will let them watch their kid. Because chances are she's charging a smaller fee. But what they do is they use not only the ignorance of the parent or the lack of ability to pay what normally costs for child care. They use that to their benefit, and so do these people here, these unlicensed child care providers. They don't have to jump through those hoops. And then they can charge a smaller fee. And 9 times out of 10, quiet as it's kept. If they're watching somebody else's kid and they're paying in cash, they're not even reporting it to the IRS. Let me go on and finish reading this. Oh, police said that Kamir's mother left him in Cobb's care and that he was the only child on site that day. Ain't that a blip? This child was the only child she had to be concerned about, and she dropped the ball. You know, this infuriates me. It really does. Ooh-wee. Police said that Kamir's mother left him in Cobb's care and that he was the only child on site that day. Officials added that Cobb's allegedly unlicensed daycare would often hold up to 10 children at once. Wow. Cobb told authorities that she thought the child was well while she napped for a little over 2 hours, according to the press release. Faith, to a certain degree, I agree with that statement. For obvious reasons. However, they have some similarities to us as well. You just got to get to know them. This is a horrible and tragic event that should have never occurred, but because of negligence on this offender's behalf, a mother has tragically lost a child. I want to express our department's deepest sympathy to the family, BPD Chief Leslie Manahan said. No words will ever ease their pain, but our hearts go out to them during this unimaginably difficult time. I also keep our first responders in my prayers as they continue processing their response to this tragic scene. Can you imagine what those first responders saw when they came up on that property? Exactly, Faith. It's one thing, you do what you do with your own. But when you got somebody else's, you can't do that. You can't do that. Oh my God, look at this baby. Cobb was charged with second-degree, you know what, and cruelty to children. Look at that baby. My God. Kamir Jones, too, was already dead when the authorities arrived. God. I thought I heard saw somebody write in the chat earlier that they thought he was food. Rottweilers, pit bulls. You don't have kids around them kind of dogs. The Rottweilers involved in the gruesome incident, along with a third dog found at Cobb's home, were turned over to the Lowndes County Animal Control, according to the press release. Kamir's mother, Adriana Jones, wrote that her intuition pushed her to leave work early and check on her son after hours of radio silence from Cobb, according to a blurb on GoFundMe. This was a heartbreaking, devastating, and traumatizing scene that I wouldn't wish on anyone. I found my baby like this, she wrote. Jones added that Cobb was highly recommended. By who? Wait a minute. I'm going to read this again. Jones added that Cobb was highly recommended. By who? Is that it? Is that the rest of it? Wow. I would like to know who highly recommended this unlicensed child care provider. Who was Mama talking to? Exactly, Mr. Phillips. Exactly. Yes, unlicensed. Absolutely fake. And here's the thing. This is where I have a problem sometimes with some of these programs. I can only speak for Washington State. Now, I do not accept private pay. I do not accept private pay. And there's a reason for that. If I charged private pay, I could charge a lot more money. Okay? But the downside to that, number one, I'm not trying to run my money down come time to pay. I only accept state subsidized children. Because if I got to answer to the state, then the state can pay me. I'm not trying to run my money down from some woman who thinks she can get over on me and thinks she can shortchange me my money. I'm not, no. That ain't what I'm made of, boo-boo. I'm not going to run my money down. I go state subsidy because I know I'm going to get paid. And they know that I will adhere to the rules. And that's a shame, Faith. $5 a day. My licensor had the audacity to tell me 2 or 3 weeks ago when she came through doing her little annual visit. When I told her, I see what y'all trying to do. You're trying to put in-home child care providers out of business so you can funnel these children to child care centers. And then what ends up happening is they fall through the cracks. Okay? I see what you're trying to do, but you're not gonna play me like that. Okay? But she had the nerve to ask me, well, since you only have this one child, the child I have is 15 months old. Just started recently walking about a month ago. He's so cute. He comes up to my knee. That's how tall he is. Well, since you want to retire, why don't you consider doing the Family and Friends program? They have less rules to abide by. Are you crazy? Anybody in the chat know what the difference is between a licensed child care provider and a family and friends provider is? Take a wild guess. This was an insult. Why would I accept a child at $4 an hour when I'm getting well over $2,000 a month for that one child? Make that make sense. $4 an hour isn't even minimum wage. $4 an hour. You had the audacity to suggest that to me after 15 years? Have you lost your rabbit ass mind? So hence the reason why they try to make it hard for people like myself to do the bureaucracy thing. Now I'll do the bureaucracy thing, but honey, if I'm gonna do all this, y'all gonna pay me. And pay me well. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Faith. She had me effed up. She really had me effed up. So this particular story really hit home with me because I know what I go through as a licensed provider. The least you can do if you're gonna skirt the rules is keep your ass awake when they're there. Yes, they do have to go through background checks, Serene. They do have to. As a matter of fact, my husband had to go through a background check. And he doesn't even work for me legally. He's not my employee. I'll put it like that. But because he lives in my house, he also has to go through a background check. If my grandson lived with me, anyone over 13 has to have a background check. And that's understandable. That's understandable. But this woman here had Rottweilers living in her house. I don't know what it is about clear people. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't understand what it is about these clear folks that seem to think it's okay to have 50 million animals in the house. Absolutely, Faith. Absolutely. It's not just the provider's fault. Unless she kept them dogs hid. I've seen that happen too. Exactly. Them dogs didn't get a background check. But see, the state, at least the state of Washington, allows animals. They think it's healthy for these kids to pet the dogs and pet the cats and all this. I'm sorry, I'm old school. No. If you want to pet animals, buy your child an animal to have at home. I'm not cleaning up behind no dog. I'm not buying no cat food. I'm not feeding no rats to a snake. I'm not buying food for an animal. No. That's true, Faith. We can. but they don't. There's something about the smell that they're accustomed to. My house don't smell like dog. My house don't smell like cat or rat or rodent or whatever else that they buy at the pet store. I had a girlfriend once who had a pet snake. I said, "Fool, have you lost your mind? Why do you need a pet snake? You got to go out and buy live rats just to feed this thing." Yes, the daycare lady was sleeping in another room and the child got out and opened the kennel. She had no business being asleep, number one. Number two, by rights, she shouldn't have been watching them kids with no dogs on the premises. That's just my own personal opinion. I know legally in the state of Washington, daycare providers are allowed to have animals. And I think that's jacked up. They can have one at home, Faith. I don't have a problem with kids having animals. Have them at home. Not at the babysitters. Yeah, they should have animals growing up. If that's what they want, ask mama and daddy to go buy you a dog. Ask mama and daddy to go buy you a dog so they can feed that thing and clean up behind that thing. This one ain't doing it. Oh no, not in general. That's my whole point. If people want their kids to be around animals growing up, then doggone it, go get it for them. But don't expect the babysitter, the child care provider. See, I'm not a babysitter. I'm a child care provider. I got to keep track of their immunization records and all these things. Things that the parents should be doing. You have to have immunization records up to date to come to this daycare. Just like if you want to go to school, you have to be up on your immunization records. That's right, Mr. Fell. Keep them roaches home too. So I'm in the business of caring for children, not animals. That's the business I'm in. That's why it's my business. I pick and choose what I want to do. But again, this story really got to me because it happens more so than we know. It really, really does. It happens more so than we know. Just like a lot of these other stories that we went over tonight. I would have never known about them unless somebody hadn't sent an email to me telling me about these stories. There's so much out there in these streets, in the news streets, in our community that we can hardly keep up with them all. So, with that said, y'all, yes, it is more than sad, Nadine, but we're going to put a pin in these stories. We're definitely going to put a pin in these stories because, man, there's got to be updates, especially the Arkansas man found hanging. 8 with the 24. What's my... you want my email address, sweetheart? You just got your notification. They late as hell, ain't they? 8 with the 24. Did you want my email address or were you asking someone else? Okay. I'll put it in the chat for you, love. Normally, I'd have the mods put it. Do I have any mods in the house that can put it in the chat for me? Millionaire's Cove, could you do that for me if you're still here? Okay, I don't know if Millionaire's Cove is still here. But in the event that she is not. Uh-oh. Hold on just a second. These damn nails. Okay. Oh, thank you, Fonda. Thank you so much. 8 with the 24. There's my email in the chat. And for all of those who don't know, I have started up another YouTube channel. It is officially named Auntie Mickey Slots. And if you go to my page, I did a post today with the channel address in it. If you guys could subscribe to it, I'd be so appreciative so I can start going live on that channel. It's time for me to start up another channel and be able to differentiate the both of them. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. All I need is 50 subs and I can start going live from that channel. But in the meantime, I gotta go live from this one. And being as though it's kind of early now, I might go tonight. Okay, Mr. Phillips. I'm trying, Fonda. I'm trying. One thing I've noticed, though, about doing this thing with YouTube, and I might be wrong, but I've noticed that when you go live on your phone or your mobile device, you seem to get a lot more views that way, as opposed to just going through StreamYard. YouTube has got something going on. I'm not sure what they're doing, but it's hitting all of us. So I do what I gotta do. Oh yeah, Donna. You know what? Last night when I got off the live, I sat in this chair for about 4 hours before I even got up and went to bed. Oh, Danny explained it. Yeah, I don't understand what they're doing. But I've discovered that people love watching slot machines. So with that said, I got to get in where I can fit in. Thank you, Mr. Phillips. I really appreciated you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I appreciate y'all so much. I really do. And just to let you know, it's, the intro, the new intro y'all been hearing. Yes, even shorts get more views. They do. And that's because people sit on their phones and scroll. You know. Oh no, I'm not getting addicted to the casino. I play with winnings only. And you know what? Here's the other thing. I can write off some of that because it's YouTube related. So there's a method to my madness. I don't take more than I can lose. And what I lose, I can write off. It's a YouTube expense for live streaming. Ain't that what them rich folks do? They find little loopholes with the IRS. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. But anyway, I wanted to say the intro, the first intro that I played today, of course, you guys know Danny Robertson did that. She did the music to that. And I'm forever grateful. She inspired me to get up off my geriatric ass and learn how to do this technology. Okay? I taught myself how to do the music and do the video. Okay? Yes, she is. She really is. So I played a second one right after the first one today. I don't know if everybody heard it. So I'm going to play it before I play my outro. So hang around until ain't no more music. Okay? But I want you guys to hear the music that she created. The second one at least. You didn't see it. Okay, Donna, I'm going to play it and then I'm going to play my outro, okay? So, hold on just a second. Now, the second outro, I did that one. And if you listen real good, it kind of sound like me, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, let me pull this up for you. What did I do with it? Okay. This is the second song that Danny did for me. Okay? And then I will play the outro that I did. Okay? Here we go. This is actually an intro, but I want you guys to see it.
It's Auntie Mickey's house. Oh, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in her house. You know you're in her house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat, come on. Come on in and hit that light. Hit that light. Oh, you're at Auntie Mickey's. Auntie's house. Auntie's house. Grab a seat, drop your feet, let's sip some tea. Sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne. Auntie's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You know you're in her house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat, yeah. Come on in and hit that light. Hit that light. Don't forget. Auntie Mickey's. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh, yeah. She can roast with a smile. Drop wisdom too. Break down the headlines. Bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong. Conversation conversation grown. Don't talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard, every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word, oh yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real, keeps it real. That's the deal, that's the deal, baby, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie's house, oh yeah. You know you're in a house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat, come on in and hit that light. Hit the light, oh, you're Auntie Mickey's, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie Mickey's house, oh.
Wasn't that fire? Wasn't that fire? Wasn't that fire? Danny Robertson did that one too. Now, I did the video part, but Danny Robertson did that one too. I am so grateful that I have her in my life. She is really, I mean, I get disgusted when I see some of these rodents chasing her down, hating on her. I hate it. I hate that shit. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this stream. But this time, I'm going to play the one I made, okay? This one is my music and my video. And if it kind of sound like me, there's a reason for that. Y'all have a good one. I love y'all. And if I see you tonight, I look forward to it. Peace out.
Thanks for staying close through thick and thin. Just stuck around, let the journey begin. Every like, every comment, you light up my day. Your loyalty's a gift I won't take away. From dawn to dusk, you've been my kinfolk crew. This song's for you, for everything you do. We grow together through highs and lows. Your support is the wind that makes me glow. With every single view, you lift me higher. Your love and dedication fuels my fire. Here's to my loyal kinfolk, my shining stars. Together we're championing near and far. This is our moment, our family story to tell. Thank you for being so real. You make my heart swell. No distance could ever break this bond. You trust, your love, forever fun. As I close this chapter with gratitude, this outro's for you, my kinfolk. So stay tuned, keep dreaming, we'll soar anew. I'm forever grateful for all of you. Until next time, keep shining bright, loyal friends and kinfolk. Good night. Oh.